Hello, and welcome back to the Caim Circle Podcast. This is Jessa Francis, and I want to say thank you again for being here with me today. I am just getting really, I feel like finally in the swing of these podcasts and feeling like it's coming easier and easier as I go forward. And it's a testament to what it is to show up, right? To try something and to fail at it a bunch of times and to learn as you go and to recognize, okay, well, this isn't working. What will? How can I grow? How can I improve? And also just like finding ways to enjoy it, right? To love something that you're doing. And if you don't love it, then ask yourself why you're doing it. So today, I'm really excited to share with you a little more on a topic that I actually have previously talked about in an earlier episode. So I did a 3-part series when I first got started about limiting beliefs and kind of about the affirmations that go with them and things like that. But typically, I mean, we have all kinds of limiting beliefs, right? Life is hard. That's a limiting belief. Like, things are just difficult for me. Like, just that. Just these very simple things. But when we dig a little deeper, there's usually specific themes, areas, parts of our life that give us extreme anxiety and hold us back in how we progress forward in the future, right? So there are 3 big ones. It is your worthiness and your relationship with love and relationships, and whether you feel worthy of love and how, you show up in a relationship versus the kind of relationship you allow yourself to be in, all of the things that do with intimacy, love, relationships, that side of things. And then there is money, whether we feel worthy of wealth, what our money story is, why we overspend, all kinds of things there, right? And then there's the body image and the physical, our sense of physical worth, whether we feel like we are enough, and how we feel when we look in the mirror and when we're constantly comparing ourselves to others on that physical realm. I'm too tall, I'm too skinny, I'm too short, I'm too fat, I'm whatever, with me, my biggest thing that I always picked on myself about was I had my pores, so I didn't like my skin. My pores were too big, I had too many pimples, my teeth were crooked, my hair was too thin, the shape of my body wasn't right, my breast size, all of these things. Just picking myself apart all the time. And I feel like we all have that thing that we're looking at in the mirror that we can't stop looking at. Whether or not our lips are big enough or our nose or whatever it is, we all have something on the physical realm that make us wish it was different, have us running into the arms of a plastic surgeon if we have the money for it, or running to the gym and this desire to force our body into a certain shape and all of the stuff, right? And so today I want to talk about body love. Today I want to talk about the limiting beliefs around this, where it comes from, how to face that and move forward with it, and to actually cultivate a beautiful, loving relationship with your body and with yourself, right? Because this can play in so many ways, not just with your body, but with the rest of your life. So first off, I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm going to make it a regular thing here, but just take a minute to breathe. Okay, so just like to invite you, whether you're driving, whether you're walking, whether you're listening to this on the treadmill, whatever it is, just take a big, deep, sharp inhale in, full lungs, and then slowly, gently let it out. Make that breath nice and long and smooth. And let's do that one more time. Inhale full, exhale out, slow, silky, gentle. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, and then move back into regular breathing. Beautiful. Sometimes, all the time, as much as possible. Remember to breathe, not these short little shallow breaths. Conscious, full, beautiful breaths of air, of prana, of life force energy. I mean, this is a free regulation technique that can completely alter your day, change your mood, shift your mindset. Use your breath. So, now that we're all a little bit calmer, let's dive into the topic of body love. So another big reason I want to share this topic with you is because September's Caim Circle workshop is called Honoring Your Body, a Pathway to Love. And so if we get through this podcast and you're like, I know I need to work on this. I know that this is an area of concern for me. I want to dive in a little bit more. Join me for the workshop. It is live this Sunday, depending on when you're listening to this podcast. That is September 15th. It is only $22. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, $22. And we will be together for roughly 2-ish hours, but it comes with workshop. The workshop comes with a workbook with journaling prompts, affirmations. We're going to meditate. We're going to breathe. We're going to move. We're going to set intentions. We're going to challenge ourselves to come into embodiment and to move forward with more self-love. So this will be recorded. If you cannot make it Sunday and you still want in, just go ahead and I will send it all your way and you can watch the evergreen content. But to go along with that, I wanted to share a little bit about the program, about the workshop, about my why behind it. And so this all started with my own personal story, of course. Like everything that I make is coming from my heart, coming from something deep inside of me that needs worked on, that I have actively worked on for myself. And I want to give that out. I want to, I've found some magic sauce and I want to spread that sauce all over the place. So that's what I'm doing here. So just like I said, with my own personal story, I had all of these things that I didn't like. I was just constantly picking myself apart, and I still catch myself, especially with, I'm a yoga teacher now, and I compare myself and my asanas, my physical postures, with some of the greats out there. I'm on Instagram and you see all of these incredible yoga teachers doing all these crazy back bends and getting into lotus pose, and I can't get into lotus pose. And, it's so easy to start comparing myself and thinking, how am I ever going to stack up? But I'm not here to be them. I'm not here to do what they're doing. I'm here to do what I am doing. And to stop that story from playing out, because that's what it is. What is the story you are playing? What is the story that you are telling yourself over and over again about you? Not only what story has society told you about yourself, has your family and your peers and friends and, the music industry, the movies, the televisions, the social media, all of the things. What is being said to you about you on that physical level? Just that. right? And then how are you beating yourself up for not measuring up? What kind of lack and scarcity mindset is playing, right? What are you too much of, or do you not have enough of? All of those things. Just go ahead and list them out. Is your journaling prompt like, what's the story? And write that story down and figure out what it is that is making you feel so bad about yourself. And then get real, how are these beliefs, how are these limiting beliefs, how is this story holding you back? What is it stopping you from doing? And ask yourself, is that fear really worth it? And I bet you it's not. If you have a strong enough why for what it is that you're trying, what you want to do, that why is going to be way more important than those beliefs and that story that you're telling yourself. So there's your journaling prompt. There's your self-reflection exercise. That's what I want you to become aware of. What's your story? What are those limiting beliefs on just that surface level? Just those basic ones, right? That's not even going into the subconscious. That's just surface level stuff. And so my story, right, was that I wasn't tall enough. I didn't have big breasts. My skin had pimples really bad, this acne, and my teeth were crooked and they're still crooked. I'm gonna get braces, but it's just these things that, and I see it show up in my daughter now. She doesn't want to smile because of her crooked teeth. We haven't gotten her braces yet. So she keeps her lips closed and she won't smile. And it just breaks my heart, and there's just these things that make us feel uncomfortable because of this physical attribute or the lack of this physical attribute. And it can just be something that, like my daughter not smiling enough. Of all the things that are lacking in the world, her smile needs more presence, needs to be bold and bright. I want to see her smile. I want to see her laugh. I don't care how crooked her teeth are. In the same way with me, I am not going to stop smiling. And because it brings more joy for myself, it brings more joy to the people around me that I love. So just recognizing those things really, really help with this whole, with the whole thing. And so the way forward here, what is the way forward? First off, it's self-awareness. And that's why we're asking ourselves, what's the story? What's the belief? That's why we're getting curious about those things, because we want to cultivate self-awareness. And not just that mental awareness of, all of that, right? But the emotional. And then we want to start getting aware of our body, next level of awareness. And so I'm going to share with you a practice that I do pretty much every day, and sometimes more than once or twice a day, as many times as I need to. But I practice consciousness with my body in a way where I actually look at my body part, at every different body part, starting at my toes. I wake up in the morning, I sit down, and I look down at my feet, and I say thank you for my feet. And I flex my feet, I roll my ankles, I roll my joints, I massage my foot, and then I do the same thing for my ankles, my calves, my knees, my thighs, and I work my way up my body, and I physically give my body love on a sensory level. And so when it comes to becoming aware of your body, I want you to think about your love language. And so there's 5 love languages, right? And I'm going to try to remember these. But we've got quality time, we've got physical touch, we've got gifts, we've got acts of servitude, and we have words of affirmation. 5 things, all 5 of them I want you to do. I want you to give to yourself in awareness. So right there, I'm looking at my body. I'm saying that I love you. Thank you. I'm rubbing it and I'm touching it. So I'm gifting it with quality time. I'm gifting it with my voice, with that verbal affection. I'm physically touching myself and I'm tapping, I'm massaging, I'm getting into my lymph nodes, around my ears, around my jaw, under my armpits. I'm doing this work where I'm actually like massaging myself and being with myself in that next level awareness, physical awareness, tapping into my body that way. And it's been huge for how I feel and how I'm able to regulate my stress levels and to cultivate that self-love. And when we do that, we do the next thing. After self-awareness comes respect, cultivating respect for your body. And this comes, right? So a lot of us are dealing with, what do we call it? We call it, we've sinned against ourselves. We don't trust ourselves. We've lost trust with ourselves. We don't respect ourselves, because when I said I was going to get up in the morning and go to the gym, I didn't. And I did that over and over and over again. And I said I was going to do this thing for myself, and I didn't. And oftentimes we're doing that because we don't truly deeply respect ourselves. And we have to cultivate respect. So when you spend time, that physical, mental, emotional, spiritual awareness of your body, and you look at your fingers and you see that beautiful fingerprint looks much like the print of the inside of a tree. We think about how it's so unique and we're the only ones that have it, and that we are nature and all of those things. We can start cultivating a loving, respectful relationship with our body. And we say, thank you. Thank you for helping me move. Thank you for taking me through this life. Thank you for allowing me to walk, to dance, to sing, to speak, all of these things that we could not do without our physical bodies. We need to respect our bodies. And when we do that, we're no longer forcing our body to go do this thing, whipping our body into shape, and like almost relentlessly punishing our body in different ways, but rather loving it, nourishing it, giving it what it needs to feel good, to grow, to feel strong, to feel nourished and full and loved. That is the pathway forward when it comes to loving your body, building respect for your body. Okay, so there's like a lot. There's a good amount of the secret sauce is building awareness, building respect, knowing your story. All of that is your foundation. It is your why behind what it is that is going to help you truly love yourself on that next level and be able to look in the mirror and say, I love you, you got this, and right into your eye and mean it. And it takes time, and it's not going to be perfect. We're not here to be perfect. We're meant to live a messy, crazy human experience. It has ups and downs and ebbs and flows and lots of changes and shifts. And to move with it, and to go with it, and to grow with it, and be present for it. But to feel good as much as possible, we need to have a healthy vessel. And if we want to have that healthy vessel, we gotta nourish our body. right? We're not going to nourish it if we don't love it, if we don't respect it, if we're not even aware of it. So spend time with your body. I think that is, that's it for today, my friends. So I would love to have you with me for this workshop. This will, like I said, be recorded if you can't make it this Sunday on the 15th. The next best way to get in and to have more experiences like this is, one, you can follow me on Eventbrite, and I'm going to have the workshops in there every single month. Or you can go a step further and join the membership. And the Caim Circle membership has these workshops every single month, but they come along with extra love, extra one-on-one time with me, with yoga workouts, with breath work, with mindfulness practices, with all of the things that you need to stay consistent and steady and to have the support you need, along with weekly meetings and challenges and extra master classes, and all of that is in the membership. So if you just want the workshop, one and done, $22, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you want in for the whole shebang and you want to go full on and get the fitness support, the nutrition support, the workshops, master classes, one-on-one guidance, the weekly meetings, community, etc., then join the Caim Circle membership. And you can find out more about that on my website, jessafrancis.net. But if the thing that is really interesting to you is the writing to learn, is the uncovering your story, is the shadow work, is the tapping into the subconscious and really diving into those limiting beliefs in all the different areas, then what's probably going to be the best for you is my 90-day memoir writing program. So that is my specialty. It is the bomb. It is been co-created from the universe, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, my soul, into a program that is truly transformative. So lots of different ways to work with me, lots of different things. All of it is available for you to check out and to be a part of. So see what you think, see what works for you. And yeah, just once again, let's go ahead and take a deep breath. In, fill. Hold that breath for a moment. And then exhale nice and slow, gentle, long exhale out. I want to make sure that exhale is longer and smoother than the inhale. And then hold the breath out. Push every last bit of air out, and hold. Inhale, fill up. Full breath. All the way to the top. Hold at the top. Exhale. Drop the shoulders. Drop the jaw. Relax yourself. Breathe, my friends. You got this. Thank you again for being here within my sanctuary, the Caim Circle. I will be back with my beautiful friend, one of my darling mentors. Next week, I am bringing Joy into the circle, and her and I are just going to probably chat about all kinds of wonderful things. So make sure that you are subscribed, that you follow the podcast so you can be there for that amazing episode and meet Joy. She is Joy. I hope you have a beautiful and happy week. Remember that you are seeing